Matt Kenseth at lap 132, the leader by 2.7 seconds now over Tony Stewart. Kevin Harvick another 4 seconds back. Bobby Labonte another 1 second back. And Casey Kane is our Quaker State aerial coverage. Shows you the relatively flat banking of Las Vegas, and we pick up the leader. Matt Kenseth won this race last year and from deep in the field, and is picking up right where he left off.
Yeah, right now he's about 2.5 seconds ahead of Tony Stewart. The 20 car is in second place, but the reason he's losing ground is now he's really coming to the back into the field. These guys desperately, like Ward Burton in the 0, trying to stay on the lead lap.
No driver has ever qualified in the top 5 here and won this race. The best anybody's ever done is Mark Martin. I think he started 7th.
And today, Kenseth started 25th.
I think that Jeff Gordon and Dale Jarrett won the race starting from like 24th or somewhere along in there.
We see the cross flags at the start-finish line. We're halfway through, and we're about 20 laps, 15 to 20 laps before this next green flag stop. There you see Matt Kenseth. You see his interval right here in front of 20 car of Tony Stewart. See the miles per hour there, down to about 130 in the middle of the corner. The further you go into a run, the slower those speeds get. Then with fresh tires, it will come up. Of course, right now he's fighting lap traffic. You'll see him drive off into turn 1. 185 miles per hour. A little bit of brake, DW.
Just
roll off the brake.
Just a driver likes to touch that brake just to know it's there in case he needs it. But you know, funny thing about him, he's sitting out there. What do you think he's talking to his crew about right now? When he's going to pit. About his pit box. Be careful. Don't slide through your box. Just giving him some heads up stuff. Not really talking much about anything to do to the car.
We listened in on a little bit of that as he and Robbie Reiser talk things over.
I don't know what my problem is getting in this stall. I'll get stopped better for you. I know it's costing us time. I can see everybody reset. I don't know what my problem is. I'll try to get in there better.
Caution's out, and it is Jeff Green. His lucky charm must have gone out the window because he's pounded the wall at corner number 2 in that Petty Dodge.
We've been talking about him, Mike. He was running in 14th position when this happened. I don't know if he ran out of racetrack or if he had a right front tire go down or what, but a lot of damage to the right front of that 43 car.
Third caution of the day at lap 137.
Been hitting these cautions about right. You know, about when you'd really like to start thinking about making pit stops.
Dale Jr. back in the garage.
That setup didn't work. Let's try another one, boys.
And Jeff Green coming onto pit road with a battered race car.
There. The next thing you know, he's going to get a backup car out. Yeah, they killed that 43 car.
Viagra onboard cam above Mark Martin. We've got a panning roof cam to show you here on NASCAR on Fox. The folks at Broadcast Sports Technology now have a roof cam that will move right to left. In the TV and film business, that's called panning.
Mark's been pretty consistent all day. He's been hanging around the top 15. Kind of a typical Mark Martin run here. Probably show up in the top 10 before the day's over with.
Keeping that nose clean. Just past halfway, we still have 21 cars on the lead lap. We're getting the word when it's all said and done. Joe Nemechek in the 01, he will get the pardon, the free pass.
Pardon me, boys.
Coming through.
Is that the cat that ate your new shoes?
Hello?
Hello. It's Chris Myers might be able to pick up on that.
Somewhere in eastern Tennessee.
All right, you see on the Fox tracks right there, all our leaders will be to pit road for 4 tires. When they get to this area right here, they have to be 45 miles per hour. They'll be looking at their tachometer. You'll see them peel away into their pits. Everybody to pit road for 4 tires.
Steve Burns.
Kevin Harvick said, you helped me get through the corners on the first stop, but now I'm just a little free off, so they'll make a slight air pressure adjustment on the 29. Matt?
An easy entry for Matt Kenseth. The car near perfect. No adjustments for the 17 car on this stop. First stop was 14 flat. Last stop 13 and change. Dick, a good stop so far.
Tony Stewart also with a good stop so far. Stopped right on his marks. They've been talking a lot about having enough water in the car so that Gigi, a little slow on Stewart stop this time. Slow in the front. Gigi.
The 38 of Elliott Sadler, extremely tight in the middle, needs help off the corners. That's what he's requested. The track bar went back up around and a half, and they made air pressure adjustments, and he's off.
Looked like to me that 29 Goodwrench team, they're the team that really shined that time. You see right there, looked like he had the quickest time on pit road, 44.5 seconds right there. He goes from about 4th to 2nd. As Dick was talking about Tony Stewart, he's going to slide back to about 4th.
And Larry, you mentioned it earlier about, he won the Busch race yesterday. We were talking to Mark Martin on Friday night, and Mark said maybe 2 or 3 years ago run the Busch race, he didn't think helped him that much. But he thinks the cars now, NASCAR's done a good job of getting the Saturday cars more like the Sunday cars, and it's really paying off for some of these guys, and maybe Matt can feel it. Maybe Steve can tell us about it.
Hey, Darrell, Kevin Harvick echoed that very sentiment. He said that he learned yesterday in winning the Busch race that the track changes as this race goes on. He also noted that it's slowed down. He said he learned a lot yesterday.
Those pit road times become important to the teams that are competing in the McDonald's Drive-Thru Championship. 20 grand each week and $200,000 to the pit crew that has the shortest time all season.